Hi everyone, so today we're going to summarize our project In Their Shoes, In Their Minds.
Our team is comprised of two members, Rose and Winona. We are both fourth-year students who believe mental health and the stigma around it is one of the most prevalent issues affecting post-secondary students today. As we specialize in different fields, we leveraged our strengths to create this project.
So over the last decade, there has been a substantial increase in the number of people with mental health disorders, with approximate 35% of the population worldwide that have mental health illnesses. The numbers show that mental health illnesses is more prevalent than any other diseases such as cardiovascular diseases and cancers. But why is that? So studies and surveys have shown that this phenomenon is mainly due to two reasons: the stigma and prejudice surrounding mental illness and the perception of the legitimacy of mental disorders as a real disorder. This raises a question: what is stigma and how do we define stigma? It's important to understand the stigma surrounding mental health illnesses on two levels. One is public stigma, which is a prejudice and attitude surrounding mental illnesses, and also self-stigma, which is a self-internalized or perceived stigma. Now that we have defined stigma, what are the strategies to alleviating the stigma? The first one would be education. Because public knowledge is key to accessing resources and seeking adequate support, and also increasing contact with others, which means allowing people to find additional support by identifying with a larger group of individuals with mental health illnesses. So what can we do to alleviate the stigma? The project that we propose aims to acknowledge the existence of mental illness as a disorder and also to educate the public to alleviate social stigma through establishing a photoblog, In Their Shoes, In Their Minds. We collected various support resources on campus, providing readily available resources to those that are seeking support. We also conducted short interviews with people that have experienced mental illnesses, attempting to minimize their self-internalization of stigma to increase self-esteem. We also included personal experiences, story submissions, and artistic illustrations in our photo blog. This was to facilitate discussion and support within the group to increase personal identification with a larger group that have mental illnesses.
The club we primarily collaborated with on this project was UBC Spotlight, a club that uses different digital media platforms to spotlight community concerns, including the issue of mental health. While we, as students studying global health, focus on compiling the information into easy-to-understand infographics and resource pages, UBC Spotlight contributed to the photography elements of the project. This was the timeline we embarked on for this project. We began planning for it in February, contacting different organizations and clubs to see the most feasible collaborations. In March, we began promoting the photoblog and started accepting submissions and conducting interviews. On April 2nd, we launched our website and have been viewing the progress so far. The photoblog is expected to continue for the entirety of April, and in May, we will begin to evaluate the feedback and results of the project and refine it accordingly for future versions. We launched our Facebook promotional page on March 1st to allow for exposure to the launch of our website and also to raise awareness so that people would know to submit their works or schedule interviews with us. Most of the interview participants were recruited through the UBC Mental Health Awareness Club, while UBC Spotlight was used as a further medium to encourage submissions revolving around digital media or art. Our website is intheirminds.weebly.com. On it, we offer four main categories: local resources and support groups, photoblog entries, mental health background information organized in easy to understand infographics, and contact information for future recruitment.
Our photo blog consists of three main forms of entry, including photography and artwork, which is used as an alternative form of communication and expression, interview sessions, which connect people on a personal level and facilitate meaningful communications and interactions. Lastly, we also included personal experiences, which provide a platform for people to connect to each other and to go against the internalization of stigma by sharing their own personal stories and experiences. So here are some examples of our photograph entries. Here are some artwork submissions that we have received. The art pieces showcase their personal struggles with mental health and how they perceive their experiences and struggles.
We created the infographics about mental illness displayed here and showcased on our website. We created infographics because using graphical representations to convey the information simplifies the data and makes it visually interactive and easy to understand. Here is a more detailed look at an infographic we created. By presenting statistics and information of various mental conditions alongside the photoblog, we not only aim to gain public attention and awareness, but also provide reassurance for the students who are suffering mental illnesses to realize that having a mental illness is equally as real, as common, and as treatable as any physical illness. We have also compiled a list of relevant resources for visitors to our website. This will give them a comprehensive list of accessible resources so that they can find the ones that best suit their needs when they need it, other than having to search through the internet. These resources include phone line resources, online resources in the form of websites, discussion forums, and chats, as well as in person resources both on campus and off campus.
On our website, we also created surveys for both viewers of our website and those who made submissions to our website to better gauge the effect of this project, and to also adapt our project for future occasions.
70% of mental health problems have their onsets during childhood or adolescence. By providing earlier intervention and support to these groups, we can better target the self-internalization of stigma at an earlier stage of the illness. Knowing this, we want to eventually hold a similar project for secondary schools in the form of a physical photography exhibition and perhaps a similar artwork exhibition in elementary schools after that.
So far, our blog page has gotten a total of 212 views with 78 unique visitors. But in order to raise awareness to a larger population, we need more help. We need more people on our team. We need you. For further information to join our team, contact us at intheirshoes@outlook.com.
Here is the expected schedule for the next 6 months. Reviewing the results and refining the project accordingly is expected to take a month. After that, for the month of June, we want to recruit and build our team for our future projects. These will largely come from the visitors to our website. Starting in June, we also want to contact local organizations to continue receiving a constant flow of submissions. In August, we want to start contacting secondary schools for potential opportunities to hold exhibitions there. If we get permission, the planning stage is expected to be about 2 months before we can hold exhibitions in October. Thank you for listening to our presentation. For further information, please contact us at our email intheirshoes@outlook.com or at our website intheirminds.weebly.com. We look forward to hearing from you.